We turn now to an Eyewitness News exclusive. Only our cameras were there when Simsbury police chief made his case to fire one of his sergeants. And this move comes as the chief says he has growing concerns about this sergeant's dishonesty during an internal affairs investigation.
Channel 3's Eva Zamaris joins us now. She's live at the Simsbury Police Department. And Eva, what happens next here?
Well, good morning to you both. What happens next is that this is still very much open-ended as we're still very much in the early stages of this. But last night, both sides did make their case to the police commission. The chief outlined his concerns while an attorney representing the sergeant says what's happening now is unfair. A Simsbury police sergeant could be out of a job if the town's police chief has his way. Chief Nicholas Bolter made his case to fire Sergeant Jason Trombley from the Simsbury Police Department last night following an internal affairs investigation. He's now asking the police commission to approve his request. This all began a few months ago when Chief Bolter said he heard Sergeant Trombley was telling coworkers he recorded conversations where the chief disparaged other officers. Chief Bolter said Sergeant Trombley denied ever making recordings at first, but later admitted in an email he took notes of conversations. The chief also says his sergeant initially refused his request to turn over those notes. But he says his recommendation doesn't stem from these notes. He feels Sergeant Trombley was dishonest, insubordinate, and engaged in malicious gossip.
I just don't see where sort of we could employ or house a police officer that has been shown to be dishonest and untruthful.
Sergeant Trombley's attorney fought back last night, questioning why the chief didn't hire an outside investigator.
Went with an investigation conducted by the victim who decided he had been wronged, and the penalty here is execution.
He also argued Bolter had no right to demand these personal notes. He claimed Sergeant Trombley was keeping these notes for an unrelated grievance against the chief. Okay, here's where things stand right now. This hearing will remain open, giving both sides the chance to present more evidence. Now, I will have more on this story coming up in our next half hour. Live in Simsbury this morning, I'm Eva Zamaris, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.